Well, dear student, 10th standard, Jessie's English High School, Vijaypura, Karnataka. And I am in front of you, your English faculty, Ms. Shashwat Chaudhary. So, 10th group student, Poetry, Judge Poem 2. Already I briefed you, I have given you the brief sketch of the poem and I wanted to make you understand also the poem. But once more, somewhere something analyzation and explanation more requires to make you understand. That's why today, follow the board, our lesson is Unit 5 Poetry Judge Poem 2. Today 7/12/2020 Class 10 Unit 5. Concept of the poem, it is a musical poem. And learning points, obviously listen to the poem. Understand the poem, read and appreciate, recite and enjoy. So dear students, class 10, first you open your textbook, get ready, full concentration should be on the lesson. Sit with the attachment notes along with your notebook. So get ready, open your textbook, page number 105, that is 105. So like the ancient mariner in Coleridge's poem, the old jazz musician feels he has a message for the people of the world. He is a pathetic figure, but at the same time a commanding artist. He has the power in him to make people listen, a gift that not many possess. He is silent in speech, but eloquent in music. Eloquent means beyond imagination, extraordinary, splendid, mind-blowing. So the poem already I taught you, and the poem I think I explained you also once more I am going through it so that you should not have any doubt. Judge Poem 2, written and composed by Karl Manuel Heinz Jr. There he stands. See, who is standing? The musician, like a black ancient mariner. His ancient mariner means a reference to the poem, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner by Samuel Taylor Coleridge, in which a seaman shoots an albatross, a bird of good omen, and suffers supernatural punishment. And the person was sitting on the seashore. Whosoever going, he called everyone and tell the story. That is the rime of the ancient mariner by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. In English literature, a very reputed and renowned poem, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. That ancient mariner, he was in that ship. He had seen all things. Now, he was the sailor. So when he was sitting on the bank of the seashore, he called everybody and tell the story, and everybody listened that story. Here also the person is standing like the ancient mariner with the saxophone and continuously playing a tune, beautiful, lyric, wonderful music, knotting down already the head in this way with a simple old jackets and all, and marvelously playing the tune. Those who are crossing, everybody standing, listening, watching the person, and they are all feeling great after listening to the music and after watching the big personality, a very simple person, old man. That is just like a black person here. He is black, so here the poet compared with the ancient mariner, the black ancient mariner, to this person, Judge Player. There he stands, see, like a black ancient mariner. His wrinkled old face, so full of the worries of living, is turned downward with closed eyes. His frayed collar, faded blue old shirt turns dark with sweat, and the old necktie undone drops loosely about the old jacket. Just barely holding his sagging stomach in air, his rundown shoes have paper in them and heels. Page 106. Rough, unshaven face shows pain in each wrinkle, but there he stands in self-brought solitude hid. Still down eyes, still closed ears, perked and trained upon the baseline form. Across the chest lies an old alto saxophone, that is called the instrument. Name is alto saxophone. Supported from the neck by a wire coat hanger, gently he lifts it now to parted sea, to tell all the world that he is a black man, that he was sent here to preach the black gospel of judge. Now preaching it with words of screaming notes and chords. He is no longer a man. No, not even a black man, but yeah, a bird. One that gathers its wings and flies high, high, higher until he flies away or come back to find himself a black man again. Now come to the point, page number 107. Understand the poem, read the first stanza and see how closely the description of the jazz player is made. And you feel the columns, face, eyes, ears, chest. I have found out few points. You will also use your creativity skills and apply it. First stanza. There he stands. See, like a black ancient mariner, his wrinkled old face, so full of the worries of living, is turned downward with closed eyes. So this is first stanza about the poet. This is not poet, sorry, about the poet's dream project, that one the musician, the judge player who is playing alto saxophone. Face, wrinkled old face, eyes turned downward with closed eyes, ears still closed, chest lies an old saxophone. Next, why do you think the jazz player keeps his head down? It is because the jazz player, with full concentration, playing the tune continuously with seriousness, and like that, not a person is playing it like that, seems like that. The people who were listening that time, that moment, it seems that a bird flying higher and singing the song from there. So beautiful, marvelous. The word old has been repeated several times in the first two stanzas. What does this suggest? Old jacket, old face means very traditional, not fancy, no fancy thing he likes. He don't want to show anything. He had a quality and he is brave. He knows his quality. He is not talking. No speech, silent mood, only playing the alto saxophone. And people are listening and enjoying. What description do the lines from 13 to 18 suggest about the judge player? Line number 13 to 18. I am reading, just you go through it. That is, his run down shoes have paper in them, and his rough unshaven face shows pain in each wrinkle, but there he stands in self-brought solitude hid. It means, what description? Unshaven face, old face, wrinkled face. Solitude means alone, standing there with the alto saxophone. Stagging stomach, run-down shoes, some paper he put in them. So this is the description going on about the judge player. Number 5a. Read the lines from 19 to 25. Is there any change in the stature of the judge player? 19 to 25. 19 But there he stands in self-brought solitude hate. Still down eyes, still closed ears, parked and trained upon the bassline fall. Across his chest lies an old alto saxophone, supported from his neck by a wire coat hanger. Gently he lifts its now to parted lips. See. So, here it is about the alto saxophone, how from the neck it is hanging and all. Fifth B, now read the lines from 31 to 35. Can you guess what it is he is meditating on? He is meditating on 31 line you see, 31 2. Tell all the world that he is a black man, that he was sent here to preach the black gospel of judge, now preaching it with words of screaming notes and chords. He is no longer a man, no, not even a black man, but something else more, a bird. That's all today. Then again shortly coming back with the continued lesson. Thank you.